Hello, welcome to PantsCast episode 2. This week, this time we'll be talking about various things that will make you think less of me. Enjoy. So, I was thinking that a lot of people, kind of my age and a bit older, slag off the newer Pokemon. I don't really get why, because they're quite good. I mean, a lot of the time they're the same as the old ones, but slightly different. But I really like them. And if anything, what annoys me is when they try and include the original 151 in other regions. Because obviously, as the other regions Pokemon are released later, they don't appear in Kanto, the original location of the first Pokemon games. So you'd think to kind of keep with the whole, I was going to say origin, to keep the Pokemon where they started, where they come from, where they originate, because that's their home. If you're just going to, Kanto pretty much has no unique Pokemon except for the legendaries, and I wouldn't really count the legendaries. So every Pokemon in Kanto is in some other region and isn't unique to the Kanto region. It's that in every country you've got some kind of animal that you don't find in other places, or you don't find in all places, and that's just how it is. Why isn't the Pokemon world like that? Why are you forcing Pokemon who don't live in those areas to be in those areas? It doesn't make much sense. But like I said, I like the newer Pokemon. I really do. And at least they didn't Americanise Pokemon like they originally planned by making them look more fearsome and less like they are today, because I don't think it'd be as popular as it is now, and there wouldn't be an anime, and I'm fairly sure that a lot of people were drawn in by the anime as a kid, so without it, it would have done shit, basically. So I was thinking the other day, while doing the washing up, that it seems that manufacturers of food never really consider how easy their food is to clean out of, like, pots and pans and stuff. Obviously, this problem doesn't apply to all food necessarily, but a lot of kind of instant ready meal type thing are quite messy for like clearing up and stuff, and the short amount of time it takes to cook kind of isn't worth the masses of time it will take to clean up. This doesn't even apply to all ready meals and stuff, because you've got the microwavable burgers and pot noodles and stuff. It doesn't apply to that at all. But to the like sachets of pasta and sauce, instant things, stuff like that. But they're just so messy. You'd think that companies are trying to do something to stop that, make it cleaner, and then they can put it on their packaging, and everyone would buy it because it's cleaner and they'd do really well, possibly. Or maybe I should do that. Maybe that's how I'll make my fortune. And another thing I was thinking about when I was washing up is how awesome mugs are. I mean, I don't really know why I love them so much, but mugs are so awesome, especially when you can have so much stuff printed on them. I suppose it makes sense because I do quite like T-shirts that have stuff on them. I'm not really the kind to buy brand stuff. If it's got a video game or a band on it that I like, I'd rather have that. So having awesome looking stuff on my mug is just as good, really, I suppose. Yeah. I mean, obviously, you might have seen my Gorillas and my Beatles mug, and then I've had a few other mugs over the course of my life, and my dad's very much the same. He's got a massive mugs, like Stargate. He's got a Guinness mug, I think there's uh, a Cthulhu one. There's plenty of others, but I can't remember them off the top of my head. But just mugs are just inherently awesome. You drink your tea in them, and you make cake in a mug in them. What could be better? That's right, nothing. Although, I suppose Minecraft could be better. Yeah, so my brother bought Minecraft after I showed it to him and he thought it looked awesome. Um, I also think it's awesome, but haven't bought it myself yet. I've just been playing on my brother's account, but I will eventually get it and hopefully do some videos of it. I've mentioned it on my blog, but I'm not sure whether you read it. I'll put a link to my blog or something. If you want to have a look. So I've already made a character skin for myself on Minecraft, called Mr. Hunted Pants. I'll link to that as well. It's on Planet Minecraft for download, as well as a couple of others that I made in Skin Edit. I might make some more in future, and I was thinking of making a texture pack as well, but that might be a bit too much hassle. I've also been writing a Pokemon. I always go to call it a fanfic. I'm not sure if I'd call it a fanfic. It's more of a reimagining, in which the world's a lot darker. It kind of follows the anime, but kind of follows the games. It draws from both, but tries not to be either, if that makes sense. It's not about Pokemon. There aren't really any Pokemon, but it takes the basic story and replaces the principles. The main character is a 12-year-old boy who actually seems like a 12-year-old boy rather than Ash Ketchum, who doesn't seem 18? 12. Yeah, Pokemon are pretty much completely removed. There's a couple of points where there are creatures that are similar to Pokemon, but they're not getting caught, and they're meant to be supernatural creatures. I've also recorded a little bit on the uke for a stop motion about Scotch eggs that I thought about doing. I'm not sure whether it'll actually happen, but I really hope it does, because I think it's quite a cool little thing. It's just going to be a test, really, to see if I have the patience for stop motion. We'll see. Talking about ukuleles, I've recently realised that I think the ukulele is my favourite instrument to play. It's just kind of fun, and it's small, it's not cumbersome, and it's just currently my favourite. I also find it the easiest to play, although I'm not sure if that's because it's genuinely easier or whether it's just from a lot of play. I'm sure if I played my guitar anywhere near as much as I play my uke, that I'd be a whole lot better. I'm starting to run out of time, so I should be bringing this to a close. Although I was thinking of shortening the intro in future episodes to give myself maybe 10 seconds or something extra time to talk about crap. I might do it, I might not. Yeah, so I'll see you around, YouTubes. Goodbye.